Good morning, students. The last part of your module 5 is stepper motor and DC motor interfacing. First, we are going to see stepper motor, then we are going to see DC motor. Then, what is the concept of relay and opto isolator? In the same, this one only I will show. And later, I will be showing the program in Keel software. I will be showing the execution of the program in the Keel software. Stepper motor interfacing diagram. So it is the interfacing diagram. In this I'll say the relay concept. We all know what is meant by a relay. So relay means it will have one coil. So the coil will get energized. So when the coil gets energized, there will be two contacts. One is your normally open contact and another one is your normally closed contact. So it is going to be your normally open contact and this is going to be your normally closed contact. How exactly we are going to operate in the sense we will make the coil to get energized. When the coil gets energized, the normally opened contact whatever we have over here, it will be normally closed and normally closed contact will get open. There will be a discontinuity. It is the general relay. And opto isolator in the sense it is just like your LED, like LDR, that is light dependent resistor. What will happen when a light is falling on the surface, then its resistance will get reduced. Likewise, opto isolator means it makes an isolation between your power device. That is, you will have a power device and the power control device and the low voltage device. To isolate your low voltage device with your power device, we need to use an opto isolator. And this is the diagram showing the stepper motor interfacing. And here we have 8255, which is your peripheral interface IC, and we have a stepper motor. And this 8255 needs to be connected to the stepper motor. This 8255 will receive the control signals from 8051 microcontroller. So the diagram whatever shown here in this particular part. So in this whatever we have shown, it is just a functional block description, functional block diagram of 8255. And this PA0, PA1, PA2, PA3. It is nothing but your port A. So 4 bits of port we are going to utilize it. And you are going to connect the stepper motor coil. So it is your stepper motor primary coil and it is your secondary coil. When both gets energized, your motor will start to rotate. Depending upon the angle set, it is going to rotate at either a 90 degree or 30 degree or 60 degree. So it is a general operation. So these operations already you people might have read in your electric motors. And A0 and A1 will decide which port needs to be selected, whether it has to be controlled or whether it has to act as a IO port. All these things we have discussed in depth in the previous session. Motor, it is your motor interfacing circuit with 8255. First you have 8255, it is your parallel peripheral interface. This 8255 has three ports, port A, port B and port C. In this we are going to use port C for controlling the bits. So port C upper and port C lower. We have a buffer called octal buffer which is mainly meant for inversion purpose, and there is a high speed switching transistor which switches your motor. To make a control signal, to just because you have to identify whether it is operating with a proper voltage current and whether it is rotating at a particular angle, then you have to use this control signal, that is like a interrupt acknowledge, output buffer full, input buffer full. So all these control signals will be combinedly utilized in PC0 to PC7 to have a complete motor control. Next, stepper motor interfacing. C programs, I will show it with the Keel software. Here I will make you guys to understand how this stepper motor programming is working. Move DPTR, hash 20203. So it means that you are going to first load the data 2023, that is control word register. Then move A, 80. Why this 80 we are moving in the sense, we need to understand what is the control word that has been formed. So normal control, here the control word frame is simple IO mode. So all the ports, port A, port B, port C are going to act as a IO port, and we are going to operate it at the input IO mode of operation. So this represents your control word. So the control word register is loaded with the data 80H. then that control word is moved to your address 2023. Then R1 is equal to 19. So all these things will represent at what angle the stepper motor has to rotate. So it has to rotate in the clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this can be done by means of either rotate accumulator left or rotate accumulator right. Suppose if you are giving rotate accumulator left, suppose if you are giving rotate accumulator right, your stepper motor will run in clockwise direction. If you give rotate accumulator content left, means your stepper motor will rotate in anti-clockwise direction with the step angle defined by R1, with the step angle defined by R1 and accumulator content 77. Next, DPTR. Again you are loading the DPTR with 2022 because it is the program counter address. You have to load this one with the program counter address. Whatever content you have in the accumulator after RLA, that will be loaded onto this program counter address. You will call a delay. This delay is called just because you have to create a step angle for the stepper motor, or you have to create a certain time delay between one rotation to another rotation. So you are calling a delay function, and this is a delay program that is commonly used. So by using a loop method, there are two means of creating a delay program. One is by means of your looping instruction, another one by means of a timer. Whatever instruction it is shown here, it is just created with the help of your looping instruction. Then you have to go for lcall delay. Lcall delay means same in this delay program it will come. After this, your accumulator will be compared with 77. That is, if an angle is fixed at 75 degree or 77 degree, that particular angle will be compared. If it is not equal, then continuously the motor will rotate. If once the 77 is reached, if your accumulator content reaches 77, then the motor will get stopped. Again it will decrement, that is how many rotation, like how many steps. It is the angle and this is going to be your steps. So you need to reduce the number of steps so that all the 19 steps will be rotated with the angle of 77, and this program continues for clockwise direction. If it is anti-clockwise direction, this is rotated, this is for anti-clockwise direction. If I want to have a stepper motor for clockwise rotation, I have to give rotate right accumulator. Only this particular instruction if you change, it is possible for us to have a clockwise rotation. Here one program I have shown which describes the stepper motor interfacing program. Here the step angle is given. So first the step angle is 66. First it will be 0, then 66, CC, 99, 33. I'll draw it neatly. First it will be in standstill condition. So here there is no, first it will be in standstill condition. Then 66 is the angle. Then CC is your angle. Then 99 is your angle. Then 33 is your angle. So the step angle made is 66, 0x 66, then 0x CC, then 0x 99, and then again this is not 33. So this is not 33. Sorry. First 0, 66, CC, 99, then 33. So it is going to be your 66, CC, 99, and this is going to be your 33. So in this manner, a step angle is framed to run the stepper motor, and the time delay function is created as shown here. So it is the time delay function. We are writing this function as a separate function so that this function can be called with a function name called ms delay wherever it is required. And you are moving the step angle is moved to the respective ports like port 0. So the step angle is loaded onto the port 0. So at 66, it is going to maintain a time delay for a 10,000 millisecond. Same thing at CC, the time delay is going to maintain with the 10,000 milliseconds. Same thing for 99 step angle, the time delay is going to maintain with 10,000 milliseconds. So like this you can give n number of steps. Here as a sample we had shown only 4 steps. and it is the program for DC motor interfacing. C program for DC motor interfacing. Here we are going to give a motor whether it is going to run in clockwise or anti-clockwise. Here I have started with 0, so it is going to run the motor in anti-clockwise direction. For this, two ports have been described: S bit MTR1 P0.7, S bit MTR2 P0.4. 2 bit port are assigned. Why? Because one to run in clockwise, another to run in anti-clockwise. And here I am going to use MTR1 0. It starts with 0 and it ends with 1. Again it starts with 0, again it ends with 1. Starts with 0, again it ends with 1. So likewise the operation continues, the loop continues, and every time it is going to call a delay function where it is going to create a delay of 10 milliseconds. And this program we can solve it with a Keil software and we can see the output. Thank you, students.